Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Stefan toasted to Stefano's picture at the Dimmer estate. Stefan wanted to celebrate his choice to keep his romance with Ava a secret from Gabi. Johnny voiced his doubts about Ava and Gabi's ability to get along at Horton Town Square. The arguments between Ava and Gabi, she said, were over. The topic of Johnny's new position at Body and Soul came up. After wishing each other well on their new endeavors, Johnny departed for a scheduled work meeting with Ava. Connie revealed without warning that Stefan had cheated on Gabi in the Dimmer workplace. Gabi first thought Connie was talking about the rumors that had spread about Stefan and Ava as a consequence of their fictitious connection. Connie nodded and attempted to shift the conversation. But after claiming to have overheard something, Gabi demanded an explanation. In the end, Connie said that she had overheard Ava and Kristen confess to having slept with Stefan during a chat. Throwing a vase, Gabi asserted that Connie had to have misinterpreted. Connie apologized and repeated exactly what Ava had said when she admitted to the affair. Connie questioned whether Gabi was upset with her as Gabi became furious. Gabi expressed her gratitude for the candor, declaring that she was going to face the lying, cheating son of a bitch she had married. She rushed away. Connie smiled as soon as Gabi went, hoping that she would ruin her life the same way that Gabi had damaged Lee's. Upon returning to Horton Town Square and impending when Stefan saw what Ava had told Gabi, he confronted her. With a few of kisses, Ava ensured that Gabi still thought the indiscretion had ceased. Why Stefan would think about informing Gabi about the sex was beyond Ava's comprehension. Stefan discussed his feelings of remorse and how Kristen had persuaded him out of coming forward. Ava and Kristen came to an agreement that Stefan would not only harm Gabi by telling the truth, but also provoke Gabi's fury against both of them. Subsequently, Gabi approached and saw Ava and Stefan engaged in a contentious debate. She wondered whether they were discussing their deceit with anger. Approaching the pair, Gabi grinned and inquired as to if her name had been called. Swiftly drawing attention to herself, Ava said that she and Stefan had been discussing how happy they were that the air had cleared. Gabi confirmed that there was nothing else to talk about, glaring at Stefan. With a passionate kiss, Gabi pretended to be thanking Stefan for the supper and the flowers. She promised Stefan she would see him at home, and she promised Ava she would see Ava at work. Gabi departed. Ava was questioned by a nervous Stefan whether she felt Gabi knew the truth, since he thought Gabi had been behaving weird. Dismissing the notion, Ava hoped that she and Gabi could get beyond their history and become friends. Stefan was still uncomfortable. As Connie returned to the Dimmer office, she hoped she could be there to see Gabi's marriage go in flames. Gabi came back to the workplace later. Gabi said that she needed evidence before asking Connie whether she had confronted Stefan. She mentioned to Connie that she had almost blown up Julie's part, giving Connie a sneak peek into her need for vengeance. Gabi grinned slyly and stated she needed Connie's assistance in exposing Stefan and Ava. Gabi received a text from Kate when he was at the Body and Soul office. According to the text, Gabi was to inform Bonnie that she was not suitable to portray Cassandra Lovegood. After Gabi finished reading the note, Bonnie ran inside the office, ready to chat with her favorite soap opera producer. Bonnie showed Gabi a glamorous photo from years ago and started talking endlessly about how it captured her good side. In vain, Gabi attempted to talk, but Bonnie persistently cut him off. Bonnie finally calmed down and said that she was prepared to hear the material and try out. She would not be auditioning. Gabi told her. Bonnie objected, saying that Hattie lacked experience as well, when Gabi brought up her lack of acting background. When Bonnie had persuaded everyone in the town that she was Adrienne, she said she'd done a terrific job acting. When Johnny got there, he listened to Bonnie's argument. Abby was convinced to give Bonnie a chance by Johnny. Abby informed Bonnie once again that she wasn't the perfect fit for the role. Johnny suggested he might use the audition to further his own career and volunteered to coach her for it. Excited by the possibility, Bonnie started talking endlessly once again, this time about her participation in a school play called The Princess and the Pea. Abby eventually gave in to her pleas when she insisted on trying the audition with Johnny. Afterwards, Bonnie hesitated to begin her audition because she thought Johnny would shout, "Action!" Bonnie was urged by Johnny to maintain the scene's foundation of real, raw emotion. Bonnie was reciting the lines when she became sidetracked, since one of the characters was called Dagger. Johnny encouraged her to go on even though she kept stopping and criticizing herself for the poor line readings. Johnny ended the audition when Bonnie complained that her tongue was swollen. Johnny pushed Bonnie to recall an instance when she had experienced extreme guilt. Bonnie spoke on how, at times, she still felt like a monster and didn't deserve Justin's love since she had lied to him. Bonnie was urged by Johnny to bring those emotions into the action. Restarting, Bonnie gave a more impassioned speech in which her persona confessed to causing the volcanic explosion that killed a whole family. Finally, Bonnie said something about plunging into a fountain and calling herself the toxic tramp of Pineview. Upon concluding the speech with tears in her eyes, Johnny praised her performance as amazing. Bonnie and Johnny glanced nervously at Abby, who agreed. After telling Bonnie that she got the role, Abby had her leap up and down with joy. Bonnie later boasted about getting the position. According to Johnny, he did have some notes to give Bonnie's performance some nuance. Johnny felt uneasy when Bonnie started acting sexually towards him out of nowhere. In a while, Bonnie retreated and said that she was playing and that she had tricked Johnny. He acknowledged that she'd gotten him excited. He promised to visit her during the first rehearsal. They made jokes about their new business collaboration, speaking in high tones. Kate let Roman know how Hattie and Bonnie had tried out for Body and Soul when they were at the Brady pub. Roman gave Kate the assurance that Abby would choose wisely. Kate thought Abby was passing on Bonnie, but Roman stood by Hattie's selection. Kate thought Roman's soft spot for her stemmed from Hattie's infatuation with him. Hattie's good taste was appreciated by Roman, who also reminded Kate that Hattie had contributed to their reunion. Although Kate acknowledged the argument, she refused to hire Bonnie. Kate was adamant about taking on Bonnie, notwithstanding Roman's counterargument that Bonnie and Hattie were attempting to change their lives. Abby later went to the bar with Kate. She inquired as to Bonnie's reaction to the rejection. Reluctantly, Abby revealed to Kate that Bonnie had been cast as Cassandra. Leo curled up on his bed in his flat and penned a scenario for Body and Soul. In the scenario, Charlemagne found out she had a daughter, even though he had thought she had miscarried in a marsh years before. Leo noticed a knock on his door as he was expressing how much he enjoyed the scenario. He let Hattie in via the door. Leo, who still thought Hattie was Marlena, welcomed Marlena and was taken aback by her flamboyant outfit choice. Leo asked Hattie to see the drag races. Hattie reminded him. Leo corrected her on the show's title and extended an invitation to enter, seeming more perplexed. Marlena said that she had brought food while holding out a bag. Marlena received praise from Leo for her outfit, which he described as 80s sex worker meets Harley Quinn. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.